design right now doesn't really offer anything that has involvement with high school students to create this connection. And talking to the engineering department, because that's how I found out about you, is, I mean, they are so on top of everything. They're like, we are getting kids to come here, like since they're in the freshman year. They have summer camps, they have field trips, they have all this that they offer for them to be able to show this is what you can do as an engineer. So I kind of want to be able to do the same for the design.
To help kind of work on the curriculum specifically for the second floor space. And so there's a lot of, like you say, interest to make sure that America doesn't continue to fall off the innovation train and
have a tour and talk to you or other students about, you know, why'd you go into it, what's your background, where are you going, what's it like, because I would say 80% of my kids apply to the KU Design School, so I have a big population going out there.
That's good.
And most of them all go in thinking they want graphic design, and you know, maybe 3 of those kids are going to get accepted because it's such a populated program.
Yeah.
But if there's somewhere else, like if a kid likes 3D stuff, why not expand a little into a market that's much bigger, you know, and has a lot more opportunity.
In design now and how fast it changes, and preparing students for that ability to cope with change, I think is a real key component of education. Being lifelong learners, not just jumping through the hoop and thinking that's the end of it. That is what I'd like to see more happen.
Yeah.
Have more from the end of the university contact us about these are things that are going on. But the more if we could have that, the more that interactivity is, the better. It's a win-win. You know, kids are looking at where am I going to fit, where am I going to get the best education for the bang for my buck, and skills, and be able to get a really good job.
If we link what you're suggesting, the CATS program, along with Free State, then we sort of basically have a size and scope that it's large enough, it has enough students and faculty involved that, yes, then we look at it as being an integral part of the way that we need to work with others. I think we can institute this and make this somewhat more formal so that it reoccurs. It's an ongoing, and depending on interest from the high schools, the interest in the CAPS program, the interest here. Yes, for sure. I mean, the benefit to us, of course, is that the very best students may apply here. Because that's how our program gets notoriety, that's how we progress, for sure that's the needs of industry, is for the very best, for the very brightest and best to be involved in design, to make a difference.